Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blake and Sal Show with Mark. For over 10 years, dominating the podcast world. Now sit back, relax, and get ready to have some fun. Let's welcome your hosts, Blake, Sal, and Mark.
Hello and welcome to the Blake and Sal Show with Mark, episode number 529. Hi, Blake, and I just got making pizza, so I'm literally drinking right now just by get my tongue to calm down because I just had a really hot pizza before bringing up here. So it's been a crazy night. Something on my co-hosts. First of all, the man obsessed with Fortnite, according to his caption on his name right here. I don't even know what that character is actually says his name, but the biggest on podcast. How you doing?
Okay, so I'm cheap, right?
No way, I don't believe.
And
protesting Raw because of Netflix.
And I hate games with microtransactions.
Okay.
But I've spent $50 already, buying skins and stuff on this game.
That's amazing.
But to my defense,
yes,
they're doing a Marvel season, and once the season's over, those characters won't be available anymore. So I've been kind of buying the ones I like so that I get to keep them forever.
You know what's funny? I'm playing Monopoly Go, and we're currently doing a Marvel season 2.
No, really?
Not joking.
Yeah.
It started a
That's interesting. Okay.
Marvel season 2 is all Monopoly Go. So, all right. Let's bring on the man who literally was complaining about the fact he spent money on Capri Sun that won't be drank for 2 weeks. The man is with Mark. How you doing?
doing well.
It's been nice.
So I mean, when you purchase things, don't you get coins that you can use for later purchases when you do that?
Yeah, that's what it is. So some of these characters are thousands of coins. They're called V-Bucks. So it takes a long time. It would take a very long time to acquire them.
It was Red Dead
naturally.
Right now, so it's right in Red Dead. He had that same problem.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what to get Sal for Christmas, get him Fortnite cards, value cards, starting at $25 and up. There you go.
Actually, that would be very helpful.
See, there you go. See.
All right, what's the opening song?
Hey, we're going with a nice classic rock song, Def Leppard, Hysteria. And the reason I picked this is because it's been hysteria week in wrestling.
Well, by the way,
things are happening that are just crazy out of control.
So I want to know something. So
yeah.
People on the podcast side don't see that caption, and it says Mark the Dad.
Yep.
Which is hysterical. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I could be mistaken for Dan the Dad, but
it says, but my favorite part is the parentheses around the dad.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I did a little bit of playing around today because I just wanted to clean some things up on the video feed and make it I'm not blocking faces when we're doing things. I don't block faces anymore.
But that's the best part.
But no, besides, I want to make things look a little nicer. So let's get into things. First of all, go pick up Mandy's book. I know I am available at Barnes & Noble and Art Publishing in English And it's fantastic. I like the new graphic, by the way, there.
Yes.
Them kids.
Thank you.
Them kids.
Of course.
So there you go. So that's that. I just want to get that out of the way now. All right. We have some notes to get through before we get into the wrestling world, and we're not gonna. It's a pay-per-view day, and it's been a long night already for us, so we're not gonna be here for 2-3 fucking hours tonight. It's not gonna happen. I'm just not in the mood for it today. But
much appreciated.
It's been a long day, and I've had a long work week as well, so like I'm tired. But I just want to bring something up. We don't have to go into the election stuff now. The election is for another month, but I want to bring something up here. The early voting is going on, so go vote. If there's a question on who we're voting for, look at the top right corner of the screen right now. Like, if you're wondering who we're voting for, but that's important. But number two, I also want to send people over a wrestling podcast that I never thought I'd see the day where I'm calling wrestling talking political stuff, but this was one of the best things I've heard in a long time. Monday Night Raw. On the Wade Keller Wrestling Post show over on YouTube. I'll put the link up on the bottom, and then on YouTube, I'll make sure you go right to the post. The last hour of the show, and this happened by accident, turned out to be. I'll wait for the scissoring. There you go. Oh, wait, I think I got to put something on the soundboard. I got to put something on the soundboard for this now. Hi, Patrick. Anyway, on Monday's Wade Keller Raw show on YouTube. The last hour was dedicated to Wade Keller and his host, and his co-host, hi, Livy, and his co-host, Caitlin, pretty much going off on a 1 hour tangent about how much of a tyrant Donald Trump is.
No, that's easy to do.
But it's absolutely amazing to listen to, especially on a wrestling podcast. So I'm going to link it here. And oh my God, it's so distracting right now.
It's very distracting.
And like I said, go vote, people. Vote. And if you want more incentive on making sure you vote for the right person, remember, if Trump's in office, Vince gets pardoned. Remember that.
Right.
Remember, January 6th.
I know, but also, if you don't want to go that route, Vince would get pardoned. And we don't want that.
Hell no.
So there you go. All right. Let's move on to happier things. Sal, normally in the past, we usually record this on like the day of the Big Brother finale.
Yes.
Well, this year it's on Sunday. Even though we are doing this before the final HOH starts, let's bring this up here. Here's our final four. I forgot to write the names out. Hopefully I can remember this right. Cam, Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, crap. What are those two names?
Chelsea
and
Rubina.
Thank you. Yeah. Those are our four. Sal Missed shows up. I'm just being honest here. Who's winning on Sunday? Who's winning, my brother?
I think Chelsea has played the best game.
That's what I'm leaning to. I'm leaning toward Chelsea, personally, too.
So I think final two will be Chelsea and Mackenzie.
Ooh.
And I think it's going to be a 4-3 going towards Chelsea.
I like that big time because this has been a really great season. It's been a great season. It's been great. This has been one of the best seasons we've had in a long time. So and it's crazy at the last episode of the first veto that was used all season, which is crazy.
Yeah. The streak's over.
Not using. I mean, first of all, not used this season. I said it backwards.
Yep.
So, are you telling me that Cam's got no game?
Cam is a floater. He's a floater. He hasn't won anything.
He is the ultimate floater.
And they're talking about it on the air. They're talking about it straight up.
So, would you consider him like a parasite? How he hooks himself up to people to see if he can win?
No, he just happened to line up with the two girls that are the most powerful ones in the show. What happened? So,
can Rita be the dark horse?
Rita could if she wins the HOH on Thursday.
If she won HOH, which I was really hoping for, because that would have thrown a wrench in all the plans.
Yeah, there was still Thursdays.
She would have won.
She could have won well, she's not going to be in the POV, but it was close. It's interesting. I like to see this. This has been exciting. At least it's exciting at the end. Like, at least it's really exciting, which I appreciate for a change. So, all right. So as we're talking, the NHL season has officially begun. And as we're recording this, the Devils haven't played their third game yet because the normal circumstances, we're doing this on Thursday night. We're doing it on Wednesday night, wondering. We're doing it on Wednesday night because of scheduling on my end. But which, by the way, has completely changed since we rescheduled this podcast, by the way. But anyway, at the point. Anyway, the Devil's Home opener is actually on Thursday night when we normally be recording this, but they had 2 games out in Prague, and they won both games in Prague. So now, what we're going to do on the show, as long as the Devils stay good, as long as we have fun, as long as they know we're not going to win every game, obviously, but as long as they stay hot and they do this what they're going to do, we're going to keep this on the video board when we want to bring up Devils hockey. So there you go.
The sound of 60,000 people screaming "You suck" at a Philadelphia Flyers team is just music.
Yeah, for those who remember, that was from the Stadium Series in January and February. So that's the last time they were relevant until the Prague games. So
yeah, it was all downhill from there.
It really was. It legitimately was. We were talking about that a couple weeks ago on the show. It legitimately was.
There's another thing that has happened in NHL.
That
the first female hockey coach.
Oh yeah, over in the Kraken.
She's a head coach or an assistant?
She's a coach, but she's still the first. It's still the first that we had an assistant female coach.
Oh, assistant. Okay.
It's still the first female coach. No matter what it is, it's still the first coach.
Yeah.
It's still a big deal. It's still a very, very big deal.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. It's really exciting. And so that's really cool. She was really.
I wish the best for her and much success.
By the way, just so people listening in the New York area know where we are timeline wise, the Mets are 3 outs away from getting to the NLCS. By the way, they're 3 outs away. They're 4-1 top of the 9th as we're doing the show right now. So I just want to throw that out there. As we're doing the show right now, that's happening at the moment. I'll keep it up to date. What's going on there? Because if they win this game, their next game isn't until Sunday.
Wow.
So,
and then they're in the
NLCS on
Sunday. Conference final. Yeah,
on Sunday. Next step through the World Series. After the game, the 4-1 from the World Series.
So the odds of another Subway Series
are still there. They're still there.
World Series is still there. Good.
Totally possible. All right, so that's that. I just wanted to get a couple things out of the way before we got into the wrestling world. So let's do this.
And now, let's get into the crazy world of professional wrestling.
All right, before we get this on the run sheet, I do want to address one thing I put on here, and that is the Kill Switch Luchasaurus situation. Prayers go up to Luchasaurus, Kill Switch, who's currently just getting out of the hospital from double pneumonia. It may not wrestle again. So I just want to throw that out there. That's a big deal. Happening right now.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it's a weird situation that happened out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So that's happening.
And if it wasn't for the quick thinking of his fiance,
well,
things may have been different.
He passed out, and she just said, it happened.
But she knew something wasn't right with him, and based on that, she called.
Well, somebody passes out, you better call the damn ambulance. When somebody passes out in front of you.
If it was the fiance that he didn't like, well, she'd be just walking out the door and going, "See ya."
So just want to throw that out there. And also one more thing, the NXT crew is still in St. Louis because the airports in Florida are closed.
Yay.
So they're stuck in St. Louis right now, everybody. So they can't get home. So that's that. Prayers out to people in Florida, by the way. I actually have a friend that's in Tampa in the eye currently as we're recording this. So prayers to them. All right, let's move on. Since the last couple of weeks we've been really busy and we had people on the show, and last week's show just got really chaotic. Week's show got really fucking chaotic. I kind of had to drop things off the run sheet, so we didn't get to everything I wanted to get to because we didn't have the time or the ability to. Was 6 people here. Kind of
yes.
I almost want to apologize for me because I could not keep track of last week's show. I was having so much problems keeping track of everything last week. It's so chaotic around here. So I don't know what happened. I was just having my issues, but apparently I can get the clip I wanted on the soundboard here. That sucks. I was going to tell you the what did I miss thing, but I can't get it on the soundboard. That sucks. But I do want to look at some title, because we always talk about title changes here, and I thought there was going to be more than this, which is actually a good problem to have. We had some title changes happen in the last few weeks that we haven't had a chance to talk about. I'll bring the graphic up here. First of all, Jey Uso won his first WWE Singles Championship, winning the Intercontinental Championship over Braun Breaker, and a surprise. That was a big surprise watching it live on Raw. That was a huge surprise. No one expected it, which was really cool. Which is a really cool thing to happen.
People,
I'm in good order, then I'll throw it to everybody. I'll throw them all. Trick Williams won the NXT Championship. Now, surprise whatsoever on the first episode of NXT on CW over Ethan Page. And Tony D'Angelo, this one surprised the hell out of me. I was happy to see it. Tony D'Angelo beat Obafemi on the second episode of NXT on CW to win the North American Championship. That one shocked the hell out of me. I did not see it coming. So
does that mean he's going to be called up in at the Rumble?
Maybe. But that was a big surprise. And you know what? The match was so good. The match had no right to be that good. It had no right to be that good. It was that kind of big match. Like, it was so exciting and so much fun. So, yeah, you're good. Back to you.
The thing, and I'm looking with Jey Uso, which 14 years in the business, he finally gets his own singles title, and it's about damn time. It's about damn time because he deserves it. He worked hard for it, and he. I don't see why they didn't give him this push a long time ago. Because the bloodline story was kind of wavering, and
I'll tell you the reason.
Go ahead.
Slow down a little bit. You got the moment. The reason you wait is because then you have moments like you had on Raw. You don't have that moment if you don't wait like a year. That moment worked because you took your damn time to get here. I thought the moment worked. Let's be honest here. Like, that's why it worked. That's why the reaction was. Well, that's why when you send a picture to Sal, because he went to sleep for the show, obviously, because he wasn't watching the show anyway, still, and you wake up to a picture and his first reaction is like, what? That's how that moment's earned, because you waited 3 years to get here.
And of course, the naysayers on the flip side of the coin are saying, well, Braun certainly may be in the doghouse.
No, he's not.
I don't know. He's not. He hasn't done anything wrong.
He's getting no. People, here's the problem. And this is actually the problem. And I'll say this. People got spoiled the last few years because there wasn't a lot of title changes. So when automatically we have a title change out of nowhere on Raw, with the way it used to be, everything's used to be, they're like, is someone in trouble? Is something happened? Nothing, no one's in trouble. As a matter of fact, if you actually watch the match, the whole storyline they're telling is Braun is a cocky young wrestler that made a mistake, and Jey, the experienced wrestler, took advantage of the mistake and won the match. So then when the rematch happens, Braun, like he did with Sammy, can fix the mistake and then probably win it back.
There you go.
That's what's going to happen. Mm-hmm.
It's all about respect.
And it's also a great story. It's also a really good story. And I love good storytelling in wrestling, and that was a really good story. Like,
isn't that the thing everyone says was kind of missing is a complete storyline from start to finish? Or you've got it now with Jey Uso and Braun Breaker.
Oh, even then, Tony D'Angelo, the reason everyone was into that match is because they set it up for the last 4 weeks, and they actually did the Rocky 3 storyline.
Yep. And
where he was scared, and he conquered his fear, and then he won the belt. Like, I was so surprised. I'm so comments on the comments on any of these title changes that happened in the last couple of weeks.
I mean, yeah, you mentioned, the Jey Uso one was out of the blue. A good out of the blue though.
Yeah.
And Trick Williams kind of surprised me too, because I thought maybe, Ethan would have held onto it at least for like another month or so.
I'm not gonna lie. That one didn't surprise me, mainly because I have a feeling the reason they put the belt on Page was to put the belt back on Trick on the first episode of the CW.
Yeah, probably.
And what did surprise me, what actually surprised me that night, was Julia didn't win the title. That one did surprise me that night. That they put the belt on Roxanne. That completely surprised me.
Yep. Yeah. But the other thing too, now with Obafemi no longer North American champion, is there a good possibility he may challenge Trick for the championship?
I mean,
I would love that.
I think that'd be great. As a matter of fact, I'm talking to my friend Josh when it happened. He was not happy about Tony winning. I'm like, first of all, people got to lose. People have to lose eventually. Like, people are not going to be undefeated. People have to lose. People have to drop belts. It has to happen.
Not everyone can be Roman Reigns.
Even he lost the belt after 4 years. He still lost the belt. Like, you got to lose eventually. You know?
Well,
yeah. So I told him, I'm like, if it all fails, if they're planning a rumble call up like Sal said before, maybe we get main event push with Open Family before he leaves.
Oh yeah,
like that December pay per view the PLE they do all the time. That with the match that confuses Sal all the time. A deadline, the one that confuses the match that confuses Sal all the time. That maybe that show that's the new Trick versus Nova. You know.
Yeah.
So,
but now Booker can announce Trick as a two-time NXT champion.
She says that 3 times.
Exactly. You said it 3 times. Especially when I would take that over him like going all fucking crazy over a fucking Sexy Red like he did on fucking Tuesday this week. She was on Raw Monday. Yeah. And then she came out on Tuesday for a performance. I put quotation marks on performance because it was terrible. She couldn't even lip sync her own song. And all she was taking her ass. And the hero of the show, Ethan Page, came out and interrupted her. That was amazing.
That's great.
On a side note, I don't understand the fascination with Sexy Red. I don't get it.
She's blocking her ass. That's the fascination.
All it is just the ass?
She has an ass. And the fucking most of the NXT roster is young black men. That's why.
Now, was she like a legit fan?
Oh, by the way, hang on. Interruption here. The Mets have officially advanced to the NLCS.
Yay.
Holy shit.
This happened. The Mets just won 4-1.
Wow.
So that literally just broke as we're sitting here. So there you go.
You got half of the Subway Series.
Anyway, Sal, continue. Sal, your question. You asked me a question. You had sorry. I did broke as we were talking.
What was I saying?
Sexy Red.
Oh yeah, is she like legitimately a fan, or she's there and has no clue what's going on?
I think she is a fan because I think she tweeted about the show before she was on the show. So I feel like I think that's what happened there. Last year. I think it happened last year where she tweeted about the show and they were like doing some research. Apparently, she's very popular in that universe, but not like in our universe because we're white. So I don't know. I almost want to believe that Shawn Michaels knew who she was because he just likes big women. I'm just convinced of that at this point.
He likes big butts and he cannot lie.
There you go.
All right.
So before we get to our pay-per-view preview tonight, we do have our favorite segment. And this is a doozy tonight. This is a doozy tonight. The doozy. Let me put this up here. This is a doozy tonight. So,
thank you.
Let's go to Collision. Let's go to Collision again. I thought I was already high. I did not even pop my gummy yet when this happened.
No, you weren't high. Trust me.
I thought I was high already. We did not pop our gummies yet when this happened. So Collision, out of nowhere. This segment came out of nowhere. That's the best part. This literally came out of nowhere with no context. Had nothing to do with pay-per-view. Had nothing to do with anything. I don't know where it came from. But in the middle of a Collision, we come back from a break to this.
You want to team with the Outrunners? Ooh, you gotta have the stuff! I need to know what's the stuff. You gotta have the meat! What? Oh, yeah! Lightweight, yeah! You've gotta have the look! We're hot now, boys! Oh, sizzling! No sun! Overcast is the best for bras! Don't get in, boys! It's okay. Relax and just trust us! And you've gotta have the attitude! Okay, I like it. I like it. So what do you boys say? Do we have the stuff? You got the stuff!
There are no words to describe what I just watched.
I have one word. Why?
And yet strangely attractive. They look like tools, but strangely attractive.
I knew the minute I watched it, I wrote it down in my notes. I have to find this and put it in the folder for this show. I have to put this in the folder.
Look what they did to Dash. Oh my god. Dye his mustache blonde.
That's
great.
My
god.
So for those on the audio side that had no clue what the hell is happening, we just put a whole video of the FTR and the Outrunners doing an old school 80s montage of the FTR getting 80 eyes apparently in like old school video form. The video's like a minute 41. It's on AEW's Instagram page. That's where I got it from. I got it from Instagram page.
Don't forget, you also gave them fanny packs too.
That was so crazy. So on the video side. That was worth it. I was worth it after Sal in the corner just to play that. That was worth it for me.
Okay, my question is: AEW trying to repackage FTR?
No, I think FTR is just like, oh, we have to have some fun with the Outrunners. I think that's what that was.
Yeah.
So,
well, they ain't doing anything else, that's for sure.
It seems AEW is giving them a little bit of a push, and
the funny part is that our show, we showed the Outrunners. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but it was so entertaining that we had no idea.
Turbo Floyd.
But it was fun. It was so stupid. It was
fun. Turbo Floyd.
Oh my god! So there you go. I knew that would be a perfect Shit Sal Missed. That's what I knew that would be.
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Everyone. All right, we have a pay-per-view we have to do now. I'm gonna be honest. We have AEW Wrestle Dream happening this Saturday night on pay-per-view. I'm gonna be honest with people. First of all, I'm gonna be at Chronicon on Saturday. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun at Chronicon. Actually, I get to see Hell Babylon for the first time in person. I'm really excited. But I'm gonna be at Chronicon all day Saturday. And then I'm getting home right in time for this show. And Mandy's going to be in Cleveland. So I am pretty much going to be watching the show. And I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not excited for the pay-per-view. I'm not.
You're not.
Can I be honest? I'm probably not going to watch this.
I don't blame you. I'm not going to blame you. I don't blame you.
It's just a mishmash. I just don't care.
We'll talk about it as we go. But this is a weird show. Weird card. There's a pre-show with one match on it. I didn't even put on here for the TV Championship Ring of Honor, and who gives a fuck about that? So like, this is a weird show.
Oh no, Chris Jericho, really?
We'll get through it. We'll get through everything. We'll talk about an order stuff. Trust me, I have a lot of thoughts. We'll get to everything. Let's go in order here. Apparently, this next match hasn't even been announced yet. First match here has not been announced yet. Oh, right. Actually, first things first, I don't have a graphic for it, but Swerve Strickland is going. Oh, I do have a graphic for it. There it is. Swerve Strickland is returning to address MVP and Prince Nana. I don't care. I don't care. I hate to say it, but I don't care about the new Hurt Business. I don't care that Shelton Benjamin's in AEW. I don't care that Lashley's going to probably beat up Swerve Strickland on Saturday. I don't care.
The new name of this business is called the Hurt Syndicate.
Well, kiss my ass. That's how I feel about that.
Wow. Can we make that the name of the episode? Well, kiss my ass.
Right,
kiss my syndicate ass. Okay.
I will write that down.
But thank you.
They're taking a gimmick that was in WWE that half-assed worked, and you're bringing it to a different company. But here's the thing. You don't have different people that are watching it. There are people that have watched this before and going,
no.
Same old, we're tired of this shit. Let's move on.
I will say something about the Hurt Business. They never got a fair shake because they never got to be in front of crowd. I feel they would have been better if they were in front of people. But because the whole thing happened in the pandemic, and they only got to be in one pay-per-view, that one WrestleMania, and they never got to do the gimmick in front of people, especially black people, proud they'd be black athletes in front of black people. I think it would have worked really fucking well. It's that they never had the chance. That's the problem back then. It's not that it didn't work. It's that they were at a bad time. It was at a very bad time.
So here's my thing. Who I believe is going to be in this Hurt Syndicate is, besides Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, I say it's going to be Swerve Strickland.
I don't think Swerve Strickland. I don't think that's the whole point of this. I think that's the whole point of this segment. Is he's going to ask Swerve to join him? He's not going to, because he's going to stay loyal to Nana, and then Lashley's going to jump him, and that's going to start a feud between Lashley and Strickland. I think that's what's going to happen here.
But you know who else I believe may join the Hurt Syndicate? Powerhouse Hobbs.
No, that's not even a terrible idea. That's not even a terrible idea at all.
That's not a terrible idea at all, actually.
No.
That's actually a good idea. He's not doing anything, and that's actually be perfect for him.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it with MVP kind of at the helm, anything and everything is possible.
It's bad. I really like Swerve, and I just don't give a shit about any of this. I don't care. So
It's going to be interesting how the angle plays out.
So Friday night, as I said, Mandy's going to be in Cleveland this weekend, so I am not going to be watching Rampage this week. I'm going to be watching the NHL Amazon Prime show instead after SmackDown. So I'm not watching Rampage. Rampage is not going to be a thing in like 3 months anyway. So I don't know.
How many more months do we have left?
Probably end of the year. Probably end of the year.
Okay.
Because the new contract going to play in January, so probably end of the year.
Okay.
But so I'm probably not going to watch Rampage. But apparently on Rampage, this match got announced. It is the Acclaimed versus NXT Collection, Mansoor and Mason Madden. By the way, for those who did not see the segment on Collision during Grand Slam week, it was so bad, I did not even bring it to the show to make fun of. It was that bad. It was that bad. They did a mock fashion show, and it was dead. And I mean, the crowd started walking away. I think people started leaving.
It was
so bad.
It was a good time to use the facilities and get beverages.
Here's the problem. You're right. If it was earlier in the evening, it was still late. Like, we're going home.
Yeah,
we're going home at this point.
This whole thing was drawn out way too long.
The main event of the show with Okada and Guevara. People did not even want to deal with the segment and did not skip that match because they didn't want to deal with this segment. That's how bad this segment was.
And the whole thing is the model underneath the sheet.
It was so bad.
Gee, who could it be?
So bad, I wouldn't even tell you to go watch it. That's how bad it was.
Hey, who was the model underneath the sheet? I need to know.
It was Billy Gunn. It was Billy Gunn.
Daddy ass.
It was so bad. It was terrible. I told you it was absolutely awful.
Daddy ass in socks.
We've already talked about this too much. We've already talked about this too much. The Acclaimed wins, right? Does anybody care?
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna say the MXM collection, whatever they're called.
By the way, this better be on the pre-show. This better be on the pre-show. That's all I know. This better not be on the main show. I hope this is on the pre-show.
Right before the main event.
No, that is a perfect bathroom match. That's a perfect bathroom match then. No, I might not see most of the pre-show because I'll be driving home from Chronicon. So please be on the pre-show then. Please be on the pre-show.
I can only hope that the Acclaim kick their ass.
Let's get on to the show. Let's get on to match. I'm going to skip a match here that actually I want to see. I'm going to go in the order of the run sheet, not in the order I have things on here. This is another match that was literally announced. So we have Dynamite on Tuesday. Head to head, it was NXT. Dynamite started an hour into NXT, and in the second hour, Dynamite was out by itself. By the way, worst rated episode of Dynamite ever. By the way, this week.
Shut up, really?
Not a joke.
Oh no!
People watch the show. No, I'm telling you the number. It was 325,000 people. Compared to
died on the table.
On the CW, almost 900,000 people watch NXT. So that's
free TV.
I know, but still, the show is also better. For someone who watched both shows, you would think NXT was putting on hate beard this weekend. You would think they were putting on hate beard this weekend on the quality of the show. So
Tuesday didn't pan out.
No. We have Tail Tuesday every year, right? Do it every year.
Sure, Jake.
Let me ask you a question because you didn't see the show. How many title matches should be on Title Tuesday?
Every single match.
Knowing the pay-per-view
Every
on
single
Saturday.
match.
Yeah, knowing the pay-per-view on Saturday.
Okay.
Pay-per-view on Saturday. But like every match, at least 2 or 3 matches should be title matches, right?
I would say 3 would be a good number.
1.
Then why call it Title Tuesday?
Because they needed a gimmick. We had it 1.
You needed a hook.
They have 17,000 titles in that damn company. They couldn't come up with a couple more.
Mercedes defended against Emi Sakura. Obviously, I fast forwarded to the match. I was watching it this morning. I fast forwarded to the match.
Who the hell is calling?
And that was that one. And then
Yo Mama.
And then the second, and then the other thing, at least they had a number one contendership match that was meant for this show, which we'll get to in a little bit. At least that made sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Which we'll get to in a little while. But that's it. And then the main event was champions versus champions in the main event.
That's stupid.
So that's what Title Tuesday was this year.
That's stupid.
Next year's a much better show. Anyway, well, we're waiting for it to get back. Let's go to the next match that was announced by. Oh, yeah. My point was we had a 2-hour show on Tuesday.
Right.
This match wasn't even brought up. The guy wrestled, and one of the guys wrestled on the show.
Oops.
So, do you know who Hologram is? Sal?
Well, I've seen a couple of matches.
So
I don't know who it actually is, though.
A Hologram, for those who don't know, he's been on Collision mostly, and he's undefeated on Collision, which is fine, absolutely fine. I have zero problem with that. He's actually a really good wrestler. I love his entrance. You know what I mean? Absolutely love his entrance. And,
do we know who he is?
Aris, some lucha star named Aris. A lot of people know who he is. I never heard of him, but like he's a big deal in Mexico. He's a big fan. I have no problem with any of that. I have zero problem with any of that. My problem is they have him on. They bring him in Collision during that Texas day they did with no explanation, and then they bring him back. This is his Rampage debut. Like that mattered. Here he is on Grand Slam. Who cares? And then last night was his Dynamite debut. And fucking Shivani's going fucking crazy because he says, this is Dynamite debut. So
14 in a row.
I know, 14-0. Biggest winning streak in AEW right now. Except for Bryan Danielson. So Hologram is taking his pay-per-view debut on Saturday in a 2-3 falls lucha match against Beast Mortos. Beast Mortos, who, there's more, has just aligned himself with Roosh and I forgot who else to form a new faction.
What's his name?
I don't know if I said I don't know who he is. But they started a new faction. Well, I forgot the detail. Don Callis was managing Roosh. Don Callis.
What?
Let me explain. He then traded the rights to Roosh to Jake Roberts for Lance Archer. This happened on Tuesday.
What? 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 That makes no sense.
Dan Callis gets one guy and Jake gets 3.
It's the entire faction. So this entire new version of Roosh's group. They brought in Beast Mortos to join the group.
Yeah.
So that's how we ended up here.
Oh, that's the other guy.
Thank you. And so it's a 2-3 falls match, Hologram versus Beast Mortos with Roosh and Jake Roberts faction on the outside.
So are they still going to be doing a LIJ?
I don't have a clue. I don't think I care. I don't think I care enough.
Okay.
But
it's just so random.
I was like, I have to explain this, but it's so stupid.
What's really
That
weird
should have been under Shit I Missed.
What's really weird is at the end of the match, they all hang up, they all do their fists in solidarity. And then on the ramp, here you got Jake Roberts holding up his hand and his fist, basically like giving him the okay.
He was too old to make it to the ramp to do the fist thing.
Oh no.
I was like, what are we doing? What the hell are we doing?
That's so bad.
Holy shit, that happened. So there you go. I gotta say, Hologram's winning this match because they're not gonna do this and be like, it's for him to match, and then he loses. So, am I right, Dad? You actually didn't watch hologram matches. Sal has seen a couple matches. He's very confused by the entire thing.
Yes.
Dad?
When am I not confused?
Fair enough. I need that clip isolated. What about that? Still thinking about how hologram's going to win or not? This is not difficult. This is not that difficult. No, he just sat there like this. For no reason whatsoever. So, Dad, right? Hologram's winning. Just please let me move on. If you keep doing that, I'm going to take you off the window. Dad, for real, answer the question. Move on. Answer the question. We can move on.
And the question was again. I'm sorry.
Hologram. He's winning, right? So we can move on.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Thank you. So we can move on.
You're welcome.
All right. So this is about to have to explain a little. A couple of weeks ago, for some reason, we don't know why, Darby Allin came out on Dynamite, and for some reason, he's a big enough deal to do an open challenge at Wrestle Dream. We don't know why. So this is on Wednesday, last Wednesday, and then on Collision, he calls them out the entire roster. It says someone should fight me at Wrestle Dream. I just give Darby credit for really improving on his promos. By the way, the promos have been great, but they make no sense. But at least he's talking, and we can understand what he's saying. They don't make no sense what he's talking about. So he's like, okay, someone's facing me. No one wants to face me. No one has the balls to face me. He actually said those words. No one has the balls to face me. He goes
until,
and he gets attacked by Brody King.
Okay.
Why? No idea. Challenge. You go with it. It's an open challenge.
It sounded like you saying, "I need an opponent so I can be on Wrestle Dream," and that's what it was.
Pretty much what it was. But then on Tuesday night, if it couldn't get dumber, at least fine. Darby has an open challenge. Brody King enters open challenge. They have a match. That's simple enough. Now Darby had to get in the ring. Tuesday to sell this match. And he always brings up he was homeless at one time. And all this kind of stuff. He'll bring it up promos all the time. I think we're 4 years into this, find a new story. You got hit by a bus last year. Find a new story. He then brings up the fact that he helped Brody get into the company when Brody was homeless. It actually happened on Tuesday.
Wait, is that like true or?
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know. I don't know what was true and what wasn't true. So that's how the match is happening. There you go. End of story.
Okay. Sure.
It was yesterday on Title Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yeah.
When Darby goes up or nose to cheek to Brody King and basically kind of like lays it out. And next thing you know, Darby takes a swing at him and he knocks him back. Lo and behold, in Darby's hand is a rock.
And he hit him in the head with a rock. Not joking. He hit him in the head with a rock. We don't know why.
Hit him in
Dwayne Johnson, the rock?
No, he hit him with an actual rock.
No, he had a rock.
I think I
got it.
Showing up with bad blood on Saturday.
Yeah.
He was bad blood Saturday. So
yeah, I heard about that.
He hit him in the jaw with the rock, and all of a sudden now Brody's mouth is bleeding.
And nobody cared. That's the best part. And the crowd was dead during this whole segment. That's the funny part. Nobody cared. By the way, not only was the lowest attended on Dynamite, they had under 200 people in the building on Tuesday night. It was bad Tuesday. But Darby win, or do you see something crazy happening, Sal?
I see Brody winning.
Okay. That?
Yeah, I see Brody King win. I don't.
I'm the one picking Darby. Okay, I'm the one picking Darby. All right. Mm-hmm.
I don't see how Darby's gonna overcome this. I really don't. But I think
doing Darby thing.
I think Brody King's gonna give him what for and say, okay, this is payback for you basically telling all this stuff, so I'm giving you payback. How does it feel?
Here's a rock. I feel like I'm at a Peanuts Halloween special. Moving on.
But
Jesus Christ. The Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship is on the line for some reason. Mark Briscoe is taking on, for some reason, the Learning Tree.
I am the Learning Tree.
Can I read the matches? With the Redwood Big Bill and the Bad Apple Brian Keith, who, by the way, can I just note this? I hate to admit it, but Ron Jericho drives me crazy, and I hate this gimmick. Big Bill and Brian Keith are giving it like 110%. I have to give them credit for giving 110%. Like the two of them are so into this, it's hysterical. Like they're so funny. Like Brian Keith literally saying, "Respect Chris Jericho" for no reason whatsoever. Cracks me up every time. I have no idea.
He's kind of like gotten the Ron Simmons damn thing.
So funny. Well, my favorite part was on Tuesday when they were confronting Rocky Romero for some reason, and they get to Rocky Romero's face, and Big Bill starts going off on some like tangent, and all of a sudden you hear Big Brian Keith just yell for no reason, just yells, and I just burst out in laughter. At one point, though, I will say that Big Bill did say that a man that's in a square doesn't know he's in a big square, does not know he's in the square. He actually said something like that. What? It made no sense, but I laughed my ass off. It was so stupid. Anyway,
it's from the Book of Jericho. Go with it.
Mark Briscoe, part of the collaboration, by the way. He's defending his title. Jericho asked for this match. For some reason, we're having this match. If they take the belt off Mark Briscoe, I want my refund on this damn show. I'm saying that right now. If they take the belt off Mark Briscoe, I want my refund.
The build up for this was good.
Jericho said, "I think Jay Briscoe would have beaten me, not you."
Yep.
Oh shit.
To his face.
Oh yeah.
So Mark better win this damn match. That
definitely, without a doubt. Otherwise, Papa Briscoe's gonna be pissed.
So,
I mean, as soon as I saw Chris Jericho's name, I was like, "Well, he's gonna win."
Well, he didn't lose too. Well, he didn't lose this belt before. He had to he lost his last feud to OC. So there's that. So
Right.
So I know he lost his last feud to Hook too. So
yes.
So he's not winning a lot
doesn't
of.
Doesn't he have like a Jericho cruise to promote too?
Probably.
Okay.
I know the last Fozzy contest got canceled because of Hurricane Helene. So there's
Wonderful.
that. But okay, before I do this, I just remembered something. So Hook, he's not on the show, but I need to explain this to Sal. Last Wednesday, before the show, they did a storyline where, 2 weeks ago on Grand Slam, where Hook won back the AEW Championship and then retired it and gave it to Taz.
All right.
At this emotional, heartfelt moment. The week after, Taz got jumped in the parking lot and got beat up. The reason they did this is because Taz needed to go have knee replacement surgery. Legitimately, in the real world, knee replacement surgery, and they wanted to write him out and they wanted to give Hook a storyline. I actually have no problem with that idea. No problem with that. Here's the problem. Hook is not a good actor. Hook is not a good actor at all. Where this week's show, we had a weird segment, had nothing to do with pay-per-view. That's why I'm breaking it up here. Where he's running around backstage asking, "Who beat up my dad?"
Okay.
To the point where Christian Cage, who everyone assumed it was him, confronts him and says, "I can relate. Kill Switch currently is dealing with medical issues. I'm sorry about your dad," and walks away. That was it. That was the whole segment. We didn't talk about the rest of the show. We didn't talk about it for the rest of the damn show. What's happening? What the fuck's going on?
Hook is trying to avenge his father.
But I could not believe he yelled, "Who beat up my father?" On Dynamite. He actually yelled that. What's happening? Oh, shit.
The Learning Tree did.
Let's move on. Let's move on to title matches that actually mean something. Well, kind of, sort of. Let's go to elite title matches. How about that? We'll do AEW TNT Championship match. It is Jack Perry versus Shibata. I just realized I forgot to put the word versus there, so I'm going to fix that because it's going to bother me if I don't. And this is an interesting match because I'm actually intrigued by this match. I want to see how it goes, how Perry versus Shibata goes. Because if anyone's going to make a great match out of somebody, it's going to be Shibata. The problem is this match has no storyline build. Has no storyline build to it whatsoever. It's just Shibata challenged him. Perry said, "I'll think about it." 5 seconds later, beat him up and accepted it. And this week, a really good promo. I actually am enjoying Jack Perry's character right now. I'm actually really enjoying it. I don't know why I am, but I am. I can't explain why I am. Maybe it's just something different he's doing. Where he has this darker character. He does these cool promos by himself, holding his belt. Like, I like his promo style. I really like his
I kind of like that variant of the belt, too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the whole character. Like, and he's doing this stuff by himself without the elite. He's actually doing all this stuff on his own. It's actually really cool, you know? So here we are. I don't think them taking the belt off Jack Perry at all. Is that your agreeing?
No. Yeah, I agree.
Dad?
Yeah, they're gonna keep it on him for a while.
Yeah,
I have no idea who.
I think he deserves it, though. I think he kind of deserves it, honestly. You know,
I have no idea who you'd select for him to drop the belt to, though.
I don't know either, but I don't mind it. I don't mind this at all. I think I want to have like Hook go here. I would like Hook to go here. He with the belt.
Thought came to mind. Daniel Garcia.
Okay. If he can get over whatever the fuck that promo was on Tuesday. Whatever the fuck that opened the show on Tuesday.
Because he's all fired up now.
What was that promo? What the fuck was that promo? He opens the show. Oh yeah, Daniel Garcia comes out to cut a promo to tell everybody he's staying in AEW. Here's the problem. It was never brought up on TV at all that he was leaving. It was never brought up.
There was word that his contract was up and he may not resign.
No, here's my problem. No one on TV knew that. Nobody watching the show knew that. That's my point. We've talked about it on here.
Right.
We've talked about it online. Nobody knew this. Nobody's addressing this in a promo, and people were legitimately confused. Legitimately confused.
You know, in his promo, if he would have mentioned the other company, I think that would have been a little bit better.
I would have heard him in NXT after seeing that promo, because maybe he would have told how to do better promos.
Oh, ouch.
I'm in a mood tonight. AEW. Let's move on.
Okay.
So, this is actually for some reason happening. The tag team titles are actually being defended. AEW World Tag Team Championship. I think it's only the Bucks that second defense or third defense since they won the belt in June. The Young Bucks defending against Private Party. Private Party won a number of Henderson domestic collisions that nobody watched. Private Party, the reason they're having this match is because it's the 5-year anniversary of when they upset the Bucks on TV. So I'm assuming that Young Bucks have to win back. And blah, 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 blah.
Would this be like a squash match?
When it's a squash match, it's going to be a high-flying match that goes 25 minutes for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is going to be.
Yep.
So, and the Bucks retain. Just to be honest on that one, right? Be honest?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this next match, literally got announced on Tuesday. And it's this high up on the card because I really want to see this match. This is one of the only matches that I'm really looking forward to on this show. It's one of the only ones. And it has no build whatsoever, except the fact that it was a challenge. It was announced on Tuesday. And I think the only reason it happened the way it did, because Hangman probably couldn't get there because of the weather. And it's Hangman Adam Page versus Switchblade Jay White. Jay White returned to Grand Slam, attacks Adam Page. Jay White then challenged Adam Page. We have this match. I have a feeling Adam Page was supposed to be in Dynamite this week, but because of the weather, he wasn't there. I don't know what to do with this match, though, because both guys need to win. So I'm not sure what to do here. This is one of the more unpredictable matches on the entire show. I don't know what's going on, what to do here. Dad, what do you think?
I think you gotta have Jay White win. For him coming back, there's gotta be a reason for the storyline. If you have him winning, then maybe he'll look at probably going after a singles belt, and I can see possibly down the road him and Ospreay going at it.
Okay, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I'm looking forward to this. I want to see how this is going to go. The match is going to be really good. I want Jay White to win. Jay White being a babyface is weird, but Jay White and Juice Robinson though are hysterical together, so I have no problem with that.
Oh, jeez.
I really enjoy Switchblade and Rock Hard together. That's the weirdest family, by the way. Rock Hard and Tony Storm married. It's the ridiculous family ever, but I love it so much. I think Switchblade's going to win this match too, and then Adam Page is going to go crazy. Sal, what do you think?
I was actually thinking of either a time limit draw or a DQ of some sort.
Okay, I can see that.
So like no winner.
Why not? It's a hate review. Why not? Why not have a no finish in the match? Why not? This makes perfect sense right now. Way damn hate reviews have been lately. Oh, like I said, I'm in a very feisty mood tonight. All right, let's get to a match that Christian's looking forward to. You probably won't be home to see it because it'll probably be AMs. The AEW International Championship match is Will Ospreay taking on Ricochet versus Hiroshi Keska. This is the one match on this whole show that actually has a storyline, that actually has stuff going on it, that actually has like real shit going on. It's like one of the only matches on the whole show that has that. This past Tuesday, well, last week, Ospreay got jumped by the Kesha. And then he actually literally looked at the Collins' face on Tuesday and said, "Why'd you send him after me? I thought you were playing nice. Why'd you send him after me? Could you piss me off? Could you piss me off?" So Ospreay finally broke up with Callis. Callis then slapped Ospreay. And Takeshita then beat up Ospreay. And then the big surprise of this whole thing was Kyle Fletcher coming down and not going after Ospreay, even though Kyle's wanted him to. That was a nice surprise. And then Ricochet came out at the end of the segment. But there's so much going on with Ospreay and Takeshita that I have zero problem with this match happening. I'm actually really excited for this match as a match and for storyline purposes. Even though I really, really, really wanted Takeshita Okada. That's not happening right now. I really, really wanted that match. It's not happening yet. Sal, what do you think?
I don't know. This is hard because I feel like bringing Ricochet in and giving him a title would justify him leaving WWE and have whatever, but it's kind of hard to go against Will Ospreay, especially at this point of the year because he's just so hot.
Yeah, Christian, he really is hot.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think just for shits and giggles, I'm going to say Ricochet is going to win this.
Ooh, that's intriguing.
Yeah.
As much as they want Ospreay to retain, I'm leaning towards Takeshita with help from Callis and accidental help from Fletcher. I think Takeshita's going to win this, and then Ospreay's going to have to win it back again, or move up, or something. Something along those lines. But I'm leaning towards Takeshita. What do you think, Dad?
Well, my thing is, I'm sure that Don Callis is going to make himself known at ringside. Fletcher's going to come in. The screwdriver is going to come into play. And I think the wrong person is going to grab the screwdriver and use it. And the wrong person that would be Ricochet. Ricochet's going to grab it, and I'm sure he's not going to think twice about using it. And instead of using it on Takeshita, he uses it on Ospreay.
What is Ricochet? Is he a heel or face?
Right now, you don't know. That's the whole thing.
That's why I asked. It's actually why I asked that question.
I don't know because he's come out to help Ospreay, and then there's times he's challenging Ospreay, so you don't know. And that's the whole unknown is which way is Ricochet going to go?
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. But
I always wanted to be a heel for something different. I wanted to be a heel for something different. Yeah. Like, I really do. Personally.
I don't see taking the belt off of Ospreay because I think right now doing that would be a mistake. Unless, of course, you're going to give him a big push and challenge Okada.
That's another idea. Well, keep in mind the Continental Tournament is happening soon. The T2 is happening at the end of the year. So, and Okada is built on the line in that. So, we probably won't even talk about that on the show because it's going to happen in like December, and that's during our Christmas shows and everything. We probably won't even talk about it on the
show. I mean, to have a match between Ospreay and Okada, it's going to be a classic match.
I mean, we've seen it before. So, I'm curious how that's going to go. All right. Move on to a match that literally happened on that. So on Tuesday, we were supposed to have a match. It was announced last Wednesday as Britt Baker versus Willow Nightingale in a American Championship match for Mariah May on Saturday. Britt apparently got ill and could not travel on Tuesday. So TK, to his credit, used the Paul Heyman logic that if the match gets changed, add people to it and make it into a better match. And it was on Tuesday, it was Willow Nightingale, Nyla Rose, Saraya, and Jamie Hayter.
Mm-hmm.
That was the match on Tuesday. The American Championship match. Jamie Hayter was for some reason got attacked by Penelope Ford. We don't know why. And
what?
It was random as hell.
What?
Weird and random.
She hasn't been on TV in how long?
Apparently, she hasn't been on Dynamite in like a year. Legitimately a year. It was so weird.
Okay.
It was so random. So Jamie Hayter got distracted by Penelope Ford's boobs and ran away. And then,
as you do.
And then, so that left Willow Nightingale to get the pinfall on both women. She pinned them both. I'm not even
as you do.
She pinned them both. So Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale is happening at this show. To their credit, they tried their damnedest because then Willow, because Mariah was on commentary for this match, and Willow confronted Mariah, and Mariah headbutted her and knocked her out on the stage. And then in the backstage area, when Renee talked to interview Mariah, Willow then pounced Mariah off the set. It was an amazing moment. That was an amazing moment. My heart says Willow should win this match. Mandy listening to the show on the plane wants Willow to win this match. The only way Willow wins this match is if Tony returns.
But I don't think she is because I just see that she's doing some AAA shows.
She's also doing stuff in Japan, so like she's everywhere right now. She's actually tagging. She's been tagging with what the hell's her name? Mariah's girlfriend. What the hell's her name? I can't think of her name right now.
Mayuri.
Yeah, and her, that girl.
Yeah.
She's attacking with her in Japan, but Mariah won't talk about it on the air. It's actually really funny. Won't talk about it. So, by the way, Tony, did say that she had one time in her past had a relationship with Lucez. By the way, I didn't know that happened.
Oh, okay.
that happened. So here you go. So I want Willow to win so badly. I don't see it happening unless Tony gets involved. Dad, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sal, good.
I feel like it's a little too soon for Mariah to drop the title. Honestly, going to this logic, Mariah needs the title more than Willow right now.
Willow is the most over woman I think on this roster right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I really don't see a title change here. And no, I do not see Toni Storm getting involved because I really think she's taking a little time off from AEW.
Dad?
I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to say Willow because they're giving her this push. And I think putting the belt on her would solidify all the hard work she's done to get where she's at and to be on that top 10 list of women wrestlers that basically can work with anybody.
I think
so I figure she deserves it for all her hard work. But waiting in the wings, it's going to be one Chris Statlander.
Well, Statlander is currently feuding with Mercedes. So she's feuding with Mercedes right now. So
Things are always.
Well, I was going to say was if they want to do something, I'm just throwing out there as an example. Like we talked about earlier on the show with Jey Uso on Raw, with that surprise title change, but it was so the crowd loved every second of it. If they wanted to do something the crowd would light up for, it would be having Willow win the title here. Like that would completely surprise the crowd, and the crowd would love every second of it.
Mhm.
So if you wanted to do a big surprise title change, this would be the one to do it. Moving on, we'll get to the main event. But this is going to be fun to discuss. It is Bryan Danielson coming out to the final countdown because TK decides he's want to keep paying for that song, apparently. Defending the AEW. He came out on Dynamite to the title countdown this week.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yep.
AEW World Heavyweight Championship match. It is Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, taking on Jon Moxley and this new gimmick faction thing that I don't have a clue what's happening with. But here's the kicker, and this is announced by Bryan Danielson a few weeks ago. If he loses the title, he will be officially retiring from full-time ring action. No matter what match he loses to, whoever loses the belt to, he will be stepping down to away from full-time action.
Mm-hmm.
Moxley is promising to end Bryan's career. Moxley's also saying that he's not doing this for himself. We don't know who he's talking about. Moxley also apparently, Moxley suffocated Bryan in the live pay-per-view with a plastic bag. That actually happened. Don't talk about it, but it happened. They can't show it on television because they won't let them. So,
not good for television.
Not good for TV. The Blackpool Combat Club broke up because of this, but Ryu Yuta is still part of the six tag team champions with Claudio and Pac, despite it. Despite the fact they're not even on team anymore. So at the end of the day, Mox wants the belt for some weird reason that we don't know about. Bryan might have to retire. I think it's simple enough to do it that way. We don't know all the rest of the background noise I just said. Sal, does Mox win the belt back?
Not here.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's all I'm going to say. Not here.
Fair enough.
TK is going to milk the title reign for as long as he possibly can.
And I want to throw this out there. The show's in Seattle. I don't see them dropping the belt off of Bryan in Seattle.
Yeah.
Hometown boy? Hell no.
Well, it's in Tacoma, technically. It's right outside Seattle. This is right outside Seattle. So, I don't see them dropping the belt off of Bryan in Seattle. I will say, though, there better be a big crowd for the final countdown entrance in Seattle. I'll be really disappointed if it's not. You know what I mean? So, Dad, you agree with us on this one?
I see Bryan retaining, but I think you can name this match Blood and Guts because I'm sure that's going to be.
That happened months ago.
Here's my thing. If there is not going to be any blood on this match,
it's not a Moxley match then.
Then there you go. That's it. There you go. No blood's not a Mox match. And we know that both people will be bleeding before the match is through and over.
I will say the hilarious part of the end of this week's Dynamite, where the Blackpool Claudio and Pac beat the living shit out of Yuta in the ring with the belt, with the ring bell hammer, actually happened. While being held being held back. And Bryan coming down, he was beating up Mox, so he wasn't out there to help him right away. He comes back to the ring. He gets to the ring. Fucking Yuta is back there scrawling for help, and fucking Bryan's leading a yes chant. I'm so fucking hard. I'm so hard at that moment.
Someone got their cue wrong.
That made me laugh so fucking hard. The visual of that was hysterical. It's sort of funny ending to the show. But yeah, that is our pay-per-view. That is Wrestle Dream. You can tell I'm so excited for this show. I'm so excited for this show.
So
it's so bad. I looked forward to interviews for so long. I don't know. It's weird.
Do you see Wheeler Yuta being in Bryan's corner?
No, because he's not be able to move after being beat up by a hammer. I just don't see it happening.
But anything, maybe, I can see him coming down the ramp and he's hobbling and he's hobbling and he's hobbling. And as he just gets to that point,
hit the
There goes Claudio.
That's so much work.
Well, that's Wrestle Dream. Sal, you said that you don't think he's going to win the belt here. When do you think Mox is winning the belt?
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that? I didn't hear
When do you think Mox is going to win the belt?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
You said, and if you said not now, so I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Then when is it going to be?
I mean, I hate to drag this out, but London.
Wow, you're going that far out. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, only because I would think that the appropriate thing to do for him to have his quasi-retirement match would be in front of a crowd like that.
Okay. I can see that. I was more leading towards maybe if you're going to go that far, maybe Australia in like March.
Mhm.
But okay, that also, I don't know. I don't see them going. I don't see him having the belt in 2025. I just can't see Brian having the belt in 2025. I see him dropping it by World's End.
Do you think that they would do that also to compete with the whole John Cena thing in 2025 in WWE?
Ooh, I didn't think about that. That would be hysterical. That'd be hysterical.
So here's that question then. Do you wait until Cena is officially gone before Brian leaves?
No, you can't do that.
No.
Brian's neck will not be able to handle another year. There's no way Brian's neck can support another year.
So
he's not retiring until next December. So there's no way Brian can afford another year.
So let's theoretically say at World's End that's it. And
that's I'm leaning towards full year World's End at the latest.
Right. And then there's some sort of tournament to determine who's going to be.
No. You have whoever beats Brian is going to be the champion. Okay. Brian's retiring. The whole storyline, the whole thing is Brian will no longer be a full-time wrestler when he drops the belt, meaning he has to lose the belt. He's not Sting, where he retire with the belt, and then you have some weird tournament, and the Young Bucks win it and never defend the belts. You can't do that again.
No.
So you have to actually do it the old-fashioned way, because Brian will want to do it that way. You know Brian is going to want to do it the old-fashioned way.
So let's say, in theory, say the match World's End is between him and Okada.
Oh, that's intriguing. No. Okada would probably be defending his Continental crown against the winner of the T2 at that show. So that'll probably be how that goes.
But I'm thinking that Okada to take the main belt, and then that gives all the power to the
I know what you're saying. But they've already set it up that the Continental Champion, who is Okada, will be defending his belt against the winner of the T2 at World's End. So that's already happening. So I love that idea, but it can't happen at World's End if he's still holding that belt. That's the problem with that logic. You know?
Oh, well.
So, all right. Well, that is Wrestle Dream. We'll just end it here. Let's put this back up on the screen here. And we'll get out of here. Let's close the show. Let's hit this button. And Sal, what are we closing today's show with?
This is the new Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars called Die with a Smile.
Sure, why not?
Is that from the new Joker movie?
I don't think so. I think it's like a new. I know she put out a new album too. I don't even know if it's on there. I don't know. I just saw it on the list and I'm like, all right, this is the first time I'm actually hearing it.
There you go. Why not? Why not? That works for me. All right then. Sal, why don't you take us away and get us wrapped up here?
For more information on our show, including where you can find us on social media or watch the show on YouTube or listen to us on Spotify or that stuff over there. I don't know what
media sites.
Yes, go to theblakeinstalshow.com and please don't forget, comment or leave a rating and review, and we will not only read it on the show, but we'll even type it out and put it down there.
You know I will. You know I will.
Breaking news.
You haven't done a live show with us with comments and everything. It's been fun. We're doing our live
Breaking news. We have a comment from.
No, Dad, remember the live show? We actually had people live in the chat and commenting. It was fun that night. It was a really fun afternoon.
Yes, it was.
So, all right, I'm done. Why don't you say your thing?
Hey, if you happen to have a local independent wrestling organization where you live, please patronize these people because these are young men and women that are coming up in the world of professional wrestling, sports entertainment, and they want to show you what they're able to do, entertain you for at least 2 hours to forget about your troubles. And hey, there you go. And hey, just keep the people in Florida in your mind and hearts after
on that.
that what's happening with Hurricane Milton.
Yeah, Milton. Yeah.
Yeah, Milton. Yeah.
I hope we were
Milton Berle.
I hope we were a good distraction for you. If you're listening to this and you're stuck, I know a lot of people listening to Florida. I hope we were a good distraction for you today with the show. So
if we can take your mind off of troubles for a little bit, then at least we've accomplished this.
Exactly. I hope we did. I'm not gonna lie. All jokes aside, I hope we did. So I got a plug here for the next couple of shows. Next week is going to be me and Kyle at Chronicon. And it will be a show here and a show over on Blake and Sal at the con. Probably 2 different shows like I did for Madison Comic Con. Because it was actually really cool to do 2 separate shows. So that'll be on next week. So the week after, we are going to be live on October 24th, which is a Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I actually can say this now confirmed. I talked to him today. Kelly Wells will be here for the live show. We're talking about what we're having.
Live and in person?
I actually confirmed this with him today. Unlike the last few weeks, I'm going to promote this and actually confirming it with him. So,
did you talk to Kelly's people?
I talked to Kelly directly. I talked to him directly. He isn't happy.
Wow, a direct line.
Yes, I talked to him directly. I think the funny part was a couple weeks ago. Tom Stout, he texted me like, "You actually confirmed that live show with Kelly?" You actually confirmed it with him? Like, nope, I'm not whatsoever. I have not confirmed that with Kelly. But now I have. So. That'll be in 2 weeks.
There you go.
It'll be a lot of fun. I mean, next time we're together, it'll be in 2 weeks. That being said, thank you all for listening. This was a lot of fun. And let's get out of here. I'm Blake.
So,
I'm Mark.
And you're listening to The Blake and Sal Show with Mark. Have a good day, everybody.
Hey, we love you guys. Peace out. And remember, be kind. It's not that difficult.
Be kind, be one.
it's
true. Blockbuster always has it.
And our time on earth was soon. I wanna hold you just for a while and die with a smile. If the world was ending, I wanna be next to you. If the world was ending, I wanna be next to you.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.
bye-bye, bitch.
Fuck,